Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited for today's video. Maybe you are too. It's a long anticipated project pan number 2. So I did one last year. I have a playlist. I will link it so you guys can go watch all of that, kind of see my journey and everything. I'm just going to do a really quick introduction of what project pan is since it's another year and I'm continuing this journey. Let me close my window. I'm also using natural lighting, so excuse that if it like changes a whole bunch, and my camera might die, so let's see if we can get through this video. So basically, project pan is where you focus on a handful of products and really try to work your way through them. Some people try to accomplish like a complete pan where the product is fully empty or even just hitting pan. I think this year I'm gonna focus more on just hitting pan rather than like completely emptying out products, unless of course they're like bottles or something. So that is going to be a little bit different than what I did last year. Yeah, I have my 10 products in front of me and I'm very excited to show them. So I wanted to wait a little bit into the new year so I could give my skin a bit of a reset, a bit of a rest. If you guys watched my last video, my journey with hormonal acne, you know I've kind of been struggling and I just wanted a little bit of a break from putting on like a ton of makeup or anything. And I feel like last year caking on makeup all the time just to use it up was kind of an issue I was running into. Just wanted to like take a little bit of a break, so sorry if this video is later than you were anticipating. But I think I'm going to start off with face products. So my first one that I want to use up this year and probably in the next few months is my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Tinted Hydrating Gel Cream. So I find that this is not as hydrating as I really would like it to be, and I don't think I'm in love with the gel consistency, and this replaced my IT Cosmetics CC Plus cream. Yes, it's been good for like the time being. I'm in shade Vanilla 02 and like it matches, it wears nicely, but I am also like seeing that it clings to like dry patches, and if it says it's hydrating, I think I want something that's not gonna do that. And then I also think I kind of want a foundation because I'm finding that my concealer, on days where I would wear a BB or CC cream, the concealer does enough for me, so I don't think I need a cream. I think I would rather purchase a nice hydrating foundation or dewy foundation or something like that. I'm probably about maybe halfway through this, so I can see myself finishing it in the next 6 months or so. And ever since I did my first project pan, I realized like I'm not going to use products as quickly as I think. So if I think 3 months, multiply that by 2, it's actually going to be 6. So I think around the summertime I'll be done with this. Along with face, I want to use up my Tarte Ultra Creamy Shape Tape Concealer because it's the ultra creamy kind. I think this also says it's like hydrating but then still clings to my dry patches or makes my skin look really dry, so I think just a regular kind of watery consistency would be best for me. This is also a little bit too light. This is in the shade 22N Light Neutral, so I do need a neutral shade and I do need like a lighter shade, but just a little light, and makes it kind of ages my skin because it is so light. So definitely gonna try to work my way through this. I feel like it's gonna take a long time though because I haven't used it a ton, and then also it's just like not the best consistency for winter time, so we'll see once it hits like spring summer if I change my mind about this, if this will be like a seasonal thing for me or what. Still with face, yes, I have set my sight on this Laura Geller blush that I've had for a minute. I really love the colors and I think it's great for winter. It's got some light bronzy in there, it's got some like really nice deep rose, some really nice kind of like lavender almost, so it's just a very nice blend of colors. Like I'll actually swatch it for you as well. I just feel like it's really great kind of like for year round, and I'm excited to use it. I've kind of like knocked off the top dome, so I'm also going to include pictures of like where I'm at and my progress and stuff. This is the Baked Blush and Brighten in Tropic Hues, so I'm into it. It looks great on the skin. Can't wait to like keep using it and eventually hit pan on it, because I find blushes like you can hit pan on, you just have to be like, this is my blush that I'm using all the time for everything. Still with face, I have had this Pure palette that I've had for so long, actually, like definitely since high school. They sent it to me back when I was like doing beauty lifestyle on a different channel, and this is their Moonlight Glow Strobe / Highlight palette. I really want to use I think it's Eclipse is the, or Twilight I think is the bronzer. The mirror is falling off, like it's old, guys. But this bronzer here, I'm sorry if the angle changed. My camera died just like I thought it would. But anyway, as I was saying, so this pure kind of highlighter bronze trio, I'm going to focus on the bronzer, and it's really nice for winter. It's nothing crazy, nothing too deep, and then probably get into like these highlighters. I do still have the Laura Mercier highlighter that I'm still finishing. It still has product in it, although I'm like below pan, so still working on that, but didn't want to include it in this project pan because I do have a bronzer that I want to work on. That's going to be kind of it for face. Now I'm going to move on into eyes. So a big thing for me has been palettes, and also it's kind of the same as blush. Like, you can get through it if that is all you're using and you focus on it. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Ultimate Basics palette. This has got a few options for me, so obviously you're kind of like darker shades over here, but I'm going to be focusing on this top row and then these kind of orangey shades here. This is very comparable to what I'm using, but these are like purpley, these are orangey, so it works really well with like my green eyes and then like my skin tone and kind of like my hair. So I'm going to be working with these. The orange is like a lot of orange, and the purple is just more of like a muted kind of like purpley brown, so I find that really works for every day. But I actually have already hit pan on one of the shades, so I'm gonna try to use a few of the other ones and work through them that way. Oh, hi Emmy. Emmy decided to like curl up right next to the camera and take a nap. Ooh, Emmy, you're gonna knock over the tripod. Okay, I'm sorry if I woke you up from your nap, little beautiful angel. I have this ColourPop, what is this, Super Shock Shadow from literally probably like 2016. Honestly, probably even earlier. Oh, and it just literally fell out of the pan. So it's one of the magnetic bottoms, but that's actually so much packaging. Wow, that is so much plastic for this little guy. That's really ridiculous actually. But anyway, it's this like glitzy, metallic-y kind of shade, and I will swatch this for you as well. I love the way these Super Shock shadows feel, and it's also something where you can do like a light kind of like sweep of it, or you can really go intensely and like get a lot of pigment and shadow from. So I think this is gonna go really well with like the orangey and the purpley in the Naked Basics, and I'm pretty excited to kind of like put like just a little tiny pop of color, because I did find with the Naked Basics I was lacking like any sort of shimmer or shine, and my eyes could look kind of like flat. So I'm excited to like put a little bit of dimension. Lastly, actually this is not last, Emmy's tail is just covering everything. Next for eyes, I've got this mascara going on that I've been using, and I am still not out of it. I definitely got this around like 2019, 2020, and I'm still using it. I just want to use it up. It does my eyes fine, and I don't understand how it still has mascara in it because it's literally such an old tube. So I'm trying to use this up and then move on, graduate from it. Like literally, it's time. It's just time. I have a sample size of an Ilia mascara that I'm liking, but I'm not loving, so I think alongside this I am gonna still be trying out trial size mascaras. Just have this be like my steady kind of mascara, and it's like, I don't even remember what it's called. I think it's like Big Lash. No, I can kind of see the outline of it. It's like Big Lash from somewhere. If I remember the brand, I'll definitely like put it in the description. It's lasted me so long. It did great for volume and like really thickening my lashes, which I appreciate because I don't really struggle with like the length department, but definitely like the thickness. So that's been great. Continuing on from last year, if you guys remember this Tarte pomade, you know it is practically the bane of my existence when it comes to beauty, and I don't know if I'm ever gonna use this, but I'm kind of putting it in this project pan for like shits and gigs because why not? We'll see if I actually make a sizable dent. I mean, I definitely have. I'm not gonna discredit myself, but it's been a long time in the process, like a long time in the making. So I'm working on it. I'm still using it. Brows are doing their thing. I just use a little bit of it, so we'll see how far I get through in a year. I'm not expecting to pan this really at all, but I am expecting to continue making progress on it. Last category is lip. I don't use lip stuff that often, but now that I have my Invisalign off, I'm thinking maybe that'll change. So first, I'm going to continue using the Milk Makeup Lip and Cheek Stick. I saw a full size of these in Sephora the other day. They're massive. This little tiny one is like more than enough. It's lasted me for so long. So I recommend, if you're looking into this, to get the little size and not the full size, because you probably don't really need it. So yeah, this is gonna be lip and cheek, and I thought last year I had hit pan on it, and it turns out it was just like the pump at the bottom was broken, and you know, it still kind of is broken. I don't know what I did to it, but like there's actually so much more in, like so much more, and I'm kind of afraid to like push it out all the way because it might fall out of the packaging. But yes, there's that, and I can't believe I thought I was done last year. I was like, woo, that's it, I hit pan, or like I'm about to hit pan, and then I was like, oh my god, there's actually so much more product left in here. So that was kind of eye-opening. This is also in the shade Work, so it's just really nice pinky. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's not too rosy, just a really good kind of like everyday, I want like a little touch of color. And then also I'm gonna try to use this Tartiest lip gloss, which I have on now. I like the look of lip gloss, and I think I just want to like get into it more, but it is like something I forget to put on. This is in the shade Goals. This is another like mini size. Now I'm moving on to this like pinky shade. I think it'll pair well with this and just give it like a little bit more of like a pink kind of color, and then also a gloss. But yeah, those are going to be my 10 Project Pan products that I'm starting with. I'm very excited for this year. I love the idea of Project Pan, even if you're just doing it for like skincare, hair products, beauty products, literally anything. It is such a good way to be mindful of what you're consuming and what you're actually able to use. Like, there's no reason for me to have like 7 blushes. Do I? Yes, because I bought them like years and years and years ago. But that's kind of the point. It's like I bought them years and years and years ago, and I still have them. Do I need them? No. So I should like focus on them and try to use them up. So if you guys are doing Project Pan, comment down below. Let me know if you're doing it like on Instagram, on YouTube, wherever. Join in this journey. Let's do it together. Be mindful consumers, and you know, mindful of our impact on the planet, and kind of just conscious of more things in this new year, this new era. But I'm very excited, like I said, so don't forget to subscribe and stick around to see when my update is going to be. I'm thinking I might do them every 3 months like I did last year. That seemed to be really good as far as like benchmarking and seeing how far I've come without being like overwhelming or taking too long in between updates. But thanks so much for watching and spending your time with me today. I hope you have a great, great, great day, night, whenever you're watching this, and that you are kind to yourself, others, and the planet. And I will hopefully see you in my next video. Bye.